All right, so now that we've got our loading working, we set up all the shells for components, and we've got our state set up, meaning that we've loaded our contract into our state. Let's send the properties, let's send our props of our state over into our, where is it? Where is it? Into our, here it is, into our main component, right? So we want to get, essentially, we want to get, to send our balances over. So we want to send our tether balance over, reward balance over, and our staking balance over into main. So how do we do that? Well, it's as easy as just passing it into main, passing the state over into main, and just defining what the properties are going to be, and then passing it in. So how do we do that? Well, we can just do tether balance like this is going to equal what, do you think? Well, it's going to be this dot state dot tether balance, right? And so that's how we set that one. And then we're going to do the same for all of them. So reward balance is going to be this dot state dot reward balance, and staking balance is going to equal this dot state dot staking balance. All right. So now we have now we're sending our properties into the main. So if we go into our main.js, we should now be able to access those properties. Excellent. Now to see if we're receiving the staking balance, what we can do is we can go into our main, and in our render, we can actually console log the staking balance. So we can say console.log this.state.staking balance. Sorry, not state, right? We're going to be calling it through props. It's a property. So we do this.props.staking balance. And if I save this now and go into our Firefox, we see that currently we are staking 0, right? And that makes sense, right? Because we are currently not staking anything. And if we want to change that, we can try the other balances as well. So if we try tether balance, save that, we see that we have our tether balance, which is 1 million, right? That's how many tokens that we have, and that's how many tokens that are available in the tether balance. And if we did the rewards, we would see that as well. So it looks like the props are being passed successfully. Excellent. So where do we actually want to show the staking balance and the RWT balance? Well, we want to show it over here, right, where we see USDT and RWDT in our table. So this is where we actually want to show. So this is actually where we want to show what the balances are. So how do we do that? Well, we can actually bring it in with props, right? Just how we did in console log, only this time we'll make it visible in the table cell. So we can do this dot props dot, which one for USDT would be tether. Sorry, not tether. This is actually going to show what our staking balance is. So this dot props dot staking balance, right? And the rewards, we're going to want to show how many rewards we have. So we're going to do this dot props dot reward RWD balance. Okay, let's save that. Let's give it a shot. Okay, and we see that we're currently staking 0 and we have 0 rewards. And that's true, right? I mean, and that would be correct, right? I mean, so far we're not staking anything and we have no rewards. So far it makes sense. All right, let's go back. And the other thing is that we want this in Ether. So why don't we just write Ether like this, and Ether here as well. Okay. And you know what? Let's add some space. So we have a little bit of space here. And you know what? This is going to be in Ether, and we want to convert it. So in order to convert it, we got to bring in our good friend Web3. So let's do that. Let's do web3.utils. And we're going to go from away and convert it like this. And remember, we have to say it's going to be Ether. And let's do the same thing over here. And it's also going to be Ether. Okay. And actually, we don't have Web3 here. We're going to be grabbing it from the window. So we're going to do it like this, window.web3. Convert it like that. Okay, so window.web3 utils there. Okay. Okay, great. So we've done the rewards, we've done the staking balance. What about the tether balance? Well, that would be under our balance over here, right? So this would be the same thing, except for this would be the tether balance. So we can literally copy this over here, put a space, but instead of reward balance, we're going to write tether balance like this. All right, let's save that. Now let's go back. And would you look at that? Okay, this is very cool because now this is very cool, and this is giving us a better type of confirmation too, because 0 is always a little ambiguous. But now we see that we are receiving the 100 tether tokens as our balance. So the state is showing up. That is awesome. You should be excited about that, about noticing that the 100 is there. That means that this is working. If it's not showing up, that means that there's an issue in the code. Go back, try to find out what it is, or check the final solution. But if you've been coding along exactly for line, then you should be seeing the balance at 100 right now, staking balance 0, reward balance at 0. Okay. So the final thing to really do here is to get these buttons to work, right? We want to be able to input something in the text field here in the input and then deposit that amount. Of course, it has to be within the 100, but that's the whole thing. We want to be able to put 6 and be able to deposit that 6 and then withdraw it, right? So in the next video, let's go ahead and actually fill out the form information, get the state working in our forms so our buttons can work. And after we do that, and we get it to work, we're going to be effectively finished the application functionality, like totally done. Mind blowing. Okay, very exciting. I'll see you in the next video.